Chapter 2. The following morning, April and the Turtles made their way on underground pipes to the Manhattan Security Service Building. The tunnel was knee-deep in water.
Finding the Technodrome is my only hope of getting a story out of this mess.
We'll find it, April. It should be just ahead. Funny, we don't usually get much rain down here.
That's not rain. It's water from last night's flood.
They climbed through a large hole in a solid rock wall.
The Technodrome should be right here?
The Technodrome had been there, but now all that remained was a giant, empty cavern.
It's gone. We've got to tell Splinter about this.
What a story!
Meanwhile, deep under the Earth's crust, the Technodrome was burrowing through solid rock, operated by its commander, the Shredder. And was he angry?
I don't believe it. My ninja's beaten by a bunch of turtles.
A command came over the PA system.
Saki, this is Krang. Report to me at once.
What now?
The Shredder entered a room in the lower level of the Technodrome. There, connected to a life support system, sat a huge, slimy, pink creature with tentacles.
Well, what is it?
Saki, my old friend.
I told you to call me the Shredder.
Krang snarled.
I have given you vast technical knowledge. You have not fulfilled your part of the bargain. You have not provided me with a body.
None of us are safe with those turtles hounding us.
Then stop them. You are the one who tried to destroy Yoshi with that mutagen. But instead he gained the powers of the rats. What if he had been near a more powerful animal?
Ha! That's it. I'll mutate my own people. All I need are killer animals. That's quite a brain you've got, Krang.
Of course it is. It's all I've got.
The Shredder left on the run, while April, in the city sewer with the Turtles, came up with an idea.
I'll check the newsroom and see if there's any word on the Technodrome's whereabouts.
Very well. Come, my sons. Our adversary has quite a head start on us. Splinter ran off, with the Turtles close behind. Across town in the Central Park Zoo, something strange was happening. A sidewalk had begun to split open. Two robots wearing drills on their heads burst through the concrete. One of the robots cut through the bars of two cages with a white-hot ray.
Okay, buddy, you're coming with us?
In a flash, the robots lassoed a wild boar and a rhino.
Just come along quietly and you won't get hurt.
Back underground, the Turtles had made a discovery.
This rock looks freshly drilled.
Suddenly, they came up against a solid wall of fallen rock.
Oh no, there must have been a cave-in. We'll never get through that.
Head upwards, my sons. Try to find a way around all this. I'll try to get through somehow. We rats can burrow through anything. Inside the Technodrome, the Shredder talked to the punk thugs who had attacked April earlier.
I need volunteers. I will give you the strength of 12 ordinary men.
Big hairy deal. We don't volunteer for nothing.
But it will enable you to get even with the turtles who so recently humiliated you.
I volunteer. No, me.
Me first.
A short time later, Rocksteady and his punk pal Bebop were strapped down on tables. The Shredder, wearing a protective suit, held a glowing can. A can filled with the mysterious mutagen.
Hey, what are you doing to us, man?
Just relax.
Suddenly, the door opened and two robots wheeled in with the zoo animals.
What are them animals for?
Meanwhile, the Turtles were climbing up to the street. Light shone down on them from a sewer grate.
It looks like the end of the line up ahead.
They climbed out into the middle of a busy city street.
I got a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore, Uncle Toto.
Yikes, and I thought the sewers were bad, ha!
Just then, the turtles spotted a building with Channel 6 on it.
Hey, look, that's where April works. Let's find her.
April was in a bad mood. She hadn't had much luck in the newsroom. She stomped down the hall deep in thought, determined to solve the case.
Talking to my boss is like talking to a brick wall. I've got to get this story, or I might just get fired. All on account of those turtles.
Hey, April!
Oh, no.
April told the turtles what she had managed to find out.
I'm on a story that could lead us to the Technodrome. Don't laugh, but some robots stole 2 animals from the zoo.
Sounds weird enough. Let's check it out.
Meanwhile, working far below ground, Splinter finally broke through the rock wall that separated his sewer from the Technodrome. At last! And what should he see but an enormous metal sphere with tank treads on its base? The Technodrome! I must find a way inside it. Splinter cautiously approached it. Suddenly, a hatch door opened on the side, and a lasso was flung around the rat.
All right, buddy, just come along peacefully.
Oh! A robot hauled Splinter up to the hatch.
Don't make this any tougher on yourself.
Meanwhile, April and the turtles had arrived at the Central Park Zoo. They looked at the hole made by the robot's drilling.
Wait for us here, April. If there was a cave-in, we could dig our way out, but you couldn't.
One by one, the turtles climbed into the hole.
Oh, don't worry. We know how to handle ourselves and... So
They fell straight onto something large and round and metallic.
Yay! This is the Technodrome, I presume.
The turtles quickly slid down the side of the Technodrome to the ground. Raphael recognized something.
Oh no! Splinter's walking stick! I hope he's not in trouble.
But he is. If you want to see him again, you'll have to come in.
It's gotta be a trap, but we have no choice.
Inside his surveillance room, the Shredder watched on a screen as the turtles entered the halls of the Technodrome.
Now we'll see how good you turtles really are.
The turtles stalked down a corridor.
Be careful, guys. Who knows what might be in here?
Suddenly, a door slid open.
Oh! Team, we are in deep trouble.
Robots!
And pretty mean-looking ones, too.
Well, team, there's only one thing to do.
Run away?
Leonardo whipped out his swords.
Attack!
Oh.
A steel sawing machine flung a saw blade straight at Leonardo, narrowly missing him.
Yikes!
A giant mechanical claw reached out to grab Michelangelo.
Rude, dude.
Another robot fired lasers at Donatello, who jumped up to avoid them. Donatello smashed his wooden staff onto the robot's head.
Even lasers are no match for a nice strong stick, huh?
Michelangelo furiously fought off the robot with the mechanical claw-like arms.
Gotcha.
The saw blade tossing robot continued to buzz at Leonardo.
Must concentrate. Now!
As the machine's blades whirled around, the turtles rapidly sliced through its arms.
Turtles fight with honor!
Another huge robot with pincers grabbed Raphael.
We were trained to fight people, not can openers. Let me go, you junk heap!
Raphael, look out behind you.
Just then, an enormous steel spool came flying through the air. Raphael stabbed the robot's pincers with his sai and ducked as Michelangelo shoved another robot on top of Raphael's attacker. Pieces of smoking metal lay scattered around the room.
That's it. I'd say we redecorated this place nicely.
Let's find Master Splinter.
Donatello picked up something from the floor.
Some kind of power pack. This could be useful.
Suddenly, the door ahead slammed shut.
Oh, great! Now we have to go back.
Oh, no, we don't. Look! Run!
A machine at the other end of the hall was rolling toward the turtles. They ran for the closed door, and the Shredder watched it all with evil satisfaction from his surveillance room inside the Technodrome.
Just one chance. This magnetic power pack might just do the trick.
Donatello quickly attached the power pack to the door.
Leo, throwing star time. Hurry up, that killer rolling pin is almost here.
Leonardo flung his throwing star at the power pack.
Hey!
A giant explosion blew open a hole in the door, but the rolling machine had almost reached them.
Here it comes!
We're too late.
Everybody jump! Now!
Yeah!
The turtles safely landed on the other side of the jagged hole.
That was just too close.
Look! Master Splinter!
Sure enough, there was the rat, tied up and dangling from a rope.
Don't worry, Master, we'll get you down.
Suddenly, they heard the Shredder's voice.
I must congratulate you.
What?
There stood the Shredder with his foot-bought soldiers.
Oh, wonderful. It's the same ninja goons we fought last night.
You passed your test with flying colors.
Test? What test?
You have proved yourself worthy to join the Honorable Foot Clan.
Dream on, Tin Face.
I am the Shredder.
A kitchen utensil?
You would be wise to lose your flippant ways. It was I who made you what you are today. I followed Hamato Yoshi to this country, where I gained my advanced technology, including my experimental mutagen. It was I who caused you to change into your human form. You owe everything to me. Don't deny your destiny. Join me.
Does the phrase, go suck a lemon, hold any meaning for you?
Let's cut Splinter down and boogie on out of here.
Fools! Very well. I have my own mutants. Bebop, Rocksteady.
In ran the two punks from opposite sides of the room. Each had been transformed by the mutagen into a half-human, half-animal. The Shredder gave them an order.
Destroy the turtles.
With pleasure, Master Shredder.
Yeah.
The turtles were surrounded.
Okay, team, get ready to jump.
The turtles leaped up and grabbed onto Splinter's rope. Rocksteady and Bebop crashed into one another.
You idiots!
The turtles looked down at the fallen mutapunks.
Well, I see that mutation didn't up their IQs any.
Footbots, attack!
Hearing the Shredder's command, the turtles dropped down to the ground to defend themselves.
Rock, dudes!
Michelangelo whipped out his nunchakus. The other turtles entered the fray. Leonardo's sword sliced through a footbot.
4.
Donatello struck a footbot through its neck. Soon the gang of footbots lay lifeless.
So much for the ninja robots.
Let's cut Splinter down and blow this pop stand.
Leonardo carried the rat down the hall. The other turtles followed them.
He's very weak. Let's get home. He needs rest.
The turtles took Splinter up to the street level. They pushed open a manhole cover and found themselves right outside the zoo.
All clear.
Rest here, Master.
Leonardo settled Splinter on a bench, just as a rumbling began underground.
What?
Rocksteady and Bebop burst through the concrete sidewalk with blaster weapons blazing. Say your prayers, Turtles! Donatello grabbed the manhole cover and used it as a shield.
Well, let's annihilate these turkeys.
Leonardo's sword cut Rocksteady's weapon in half.
My gun! No fair!
Sorry.
Raphael's scythe smashed Bebop's blaster.
Oops.
The mutapunks were defeated for now. But, Raphael frowned.
We'll never stop those two. They belong in a zoo, not on the streets.
Exactly.
Chased by Rocksteady and Bebop, the turtles ran to the zoo and into an empty cage with raised bars.
We got you now!
Raphael waved to the angry punks.
Come on!
The Mutopunks entered the cage.
The party's over!
Now, Mike, jump!
Close it, Donatello.
And the turtles slipped out, just as Donatello hit an emergency button that lowered the cage bars.
Let us out, you creeps!
You guys are dumb.
Hey, look! Here comes April! You missed most of the good stuff, April. But check out these goons!
April aimed a minicam at the caged Mutopunks.
Oh, wow.
Let us out, you little web-footed runts.
I'll make you eat that camera, you little creep!
The turtles, Splinter, and April climbed into the Channel 6 van.
Come, we must get Splinter home to rest.
Hey, let us out of here!
Suddenly, a robot broke through the sidewalk and zapped open the cage bars with a ray gun.
The Shredder wants to see you. Oh, could you maybe leave us in here, please?